Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most beneficent. Assalamu alaikum to all of you. I hope that everyone is fine. I welcome you all to my 66th lecture. As you all know that we have been discussing the topic of CV writing for many weeks, and I'm quite sure, rather I am confirmed that we will conclude this topic in this week, means in these 5 lectures. In my previous lecture, I had detailed discussion about the required essentials and the important characteristics of a CV, of a good CV. Today in this lecture, I will afford you and I will offer you my particular tips on education section. As you all know that CV contains various sections. CV has many headings. Some of them may be your education, some of them may be your academic qualification, some of them may be your extracurricular activities, your experiences, and this is how the list goes on. But today, in this lecture particularly, I am going to let you know that how you will enlist, how you will write, and how you will structure your education section. And education section is very important, for it carries your all the educational information, your primary, your secondary, your higher secondary, and then your college level, your university level, and if you have got your degree in research like in MPhil or then the PhD. So therefore it is very important to save it and to work on it carefully, rather effectively. The very first one is most current schooling first. It means include your current educational work. Now, for example, right now you are enrolled at Vocational Training Center and you are registered and you are enrolled in your respective trade, be it your electrical trade or computer trade or IC trade, whatever trade it is. Now you will basically start with your current educational experience, current educational work, current institute where you are enrolled. Now you will basically begin with that you have been enrolled, that you are enrolled in Vocational Training Center in ETC department since this till up to date. Okay. Now if you think that although I am studying at Vocational Training Center, yet I work or I study at Latif University or at Sakhar IB University or somewhere at technical university, so I would rather afford you to begin with your university education so that it affects you more than the experience, education and study of your Vocational Training Center, because that experience, that education and that your study is greater than the study, than the education of Vocational Training Center. Alright, so you will begin with the very first one that you have got current one, and then you will come down, come below, you will include your education at your college and then at your higher secondary. That's it. You need not to go further. Basically why? The reason is people are not interested in knowing your primary education, your secondary education, because these things not matter that much. Okay, but your college, your universities education and other such educations really matter. And then include diploma distinctions. Basically, this is not to you because you do not know about this thing, just leave it. This is very important important point that get these schools names correct. As I told you in my previous lecture that we maintain and we include our educational institutes names very quickly so that we forget to rectify them, so that we forget to correct them. In the result, what happens basically, we are unable to write the names correctly, we are unable to spell the names accordingly, so we do not pay heed to that particular problem or other issue. So I would once again offer you a piece of advice that we need to work on this thing, that we need to focus on this thing, that we must include the names very correctly and very carefully, because students name matter the most. And the last thing is, degrees, certifications are important, not time spent. It means it does not matter whether you spend a particular place for 1 hour, 1 year, or for 5 years. Does not matter. The things that matter the most are degrees and certifications. What kind of degree have you held? What kind of certifications you got? So these things matter more than your time spent at a particular place. All right. So I am going to conclude my lecture here. I will be discussing another section in my next video. I am going to ask you to work on your series, structure of CV, so that you may be able to do it effectively and correctly. Thank you so much. Wish you all the best. Allah Hafiz.